Foreign Affairs Minister John Baird says Canada is appalled by the continued deadly violence in Egypt. The minister's comments coming as the family of a Toronto man killed in the violence speaks out about the situation in Egypt. Amir Kassem was on the streets of Alexandria protesting peacefully when he was shot and killed. Now his family, along with dozens of other Egyptian Canadians, are protesting what they call the military's crackdown on unarmed demonstrators. Here's Alan Carter.
With chaos reigning on the streets of Egypt, anyone can become a target and a casualty, including 26-year-old Amir Kassem, a Canadian permanent resident living in Toronto. He was attending a funeral in Alexandria for other protesters when he was shot. His wife, a Canadian citizen, spoke to Global News via Skype from Egypt.
Suddenly I got a call from his cell phone telling me, and it was just a man who had found him or who was with him when he passed, and he told me what had happened to him.
While at her husband's funeral Saturday, she was attacked.
They were attacking people with rocks and with small pocket knives and such. And there were several people who were injured, who were stabbed.
For Kassem, who is in Alexandria with her 9-month-old child, getting out of Egypt would be a perilous journey. In Toronto, her brothers want the Canadian government to step in.
I want the Canadian government to do more. I want Stephen Harper to personally intervene and make sure that she's out of there safely. That's what we're wanting, her and her 9-month-old Canadian baby.
On the front lawn of the provincial capital in Toronto, more protests calling for the Canadian government to help stop the bloodshed in Egypt.
We stand against the burning of the churches, the burning of the mosques.
According to family, Amir Kassem was not political. He was just so shocked by the death of protesters on the streets, he felt he had to do something.
If a grieving wife can't go and bury her husband peacefully, I mean, what kind of society is this that I'm staying in right now?
Super kind guy, always smiling, very nice person, and he just loved life. And to see him go, it was just a shock for me and the whole family.
The Kassems were supposed to fly home to Canada on Monday. With her husband dead and fearing for her and her baby's safety as the bloodshed on the streets continues, there's no knowing when they'll be able to leave. Alan Carter, Global News, Toronto.